we are underway. Tonight's Fight Clock is sponsored by America's Navy. Around the world, around the clock. Learn more at Navy.com. The southpaw Shevchenko is in black. Orthodox fighter Juliana Pena in white with yellow.
Shevchenko is a brilliant counter striker. Pena immediately looks to duck under and level change, but now in the clinch. This first clinch is massive for this fight. Who wins here in this position will most likely win the fight. If Pena can get the takedowns, end up on top, where Shevchenko can escape. Now, we've seen Shevchenko also take people down from here, but does she really want to be on top of Pena, who has a good knack for scrambling and getting back on top or taking people's backs?
Both of these fighters have taken down all of their UFC opponents. Takedown defense for Shevchenko, 70%. She has thwarted 7 of 10 shots on her in the UFC.
Nice knees to the body from Pena. She's being patient here. She's not trying to force a takedown. Soft over some knees. Very smart approach from Pena.
And it didn't take Pena long to close the distance and get this fight to the clinch.
And very smart. You don't want to stand a distance with a striker of this caliber. Pena has certainly worked hard on her striking. She's improving, and she certainly throws with power. Oh, beautiful timing by Shevchenko. Waited on the knee, swept the opposite foot, and now full side control. People consider Shevchenko just a striker. You look back at all of her fights in the UFC, she has been very good in the clinch.
And how about the strength? Trying to hold Pena down. Juliana back to her feet. Just over 3 minutes to go here in round one. You talk so much about the striking credentials for Shevchenko, 17-time World Muay Thai K1 champion. She can do a little bit of everything. One underhook here for Pena, bro.
And that a huge win for Pena. She gets taken down, but to get up that easy shows you the type of skills she has on the mat.
The fighters exchange knees here in the clinch.
Now you see Pena changing up which knee she knees with. She doesn't want to get timed with that takedown again.
And those knees are landing consistently here for Pena early.
Shevchenko came out here 2 weeks early. Pena rented a place for about a month to train here. So we'll see if altitude becomes a factor in the later rounds. Oh, and she hits it with it again. Beautiful timing, surprised. Pena allowed that to happen.
So Valentina Shevchenko 2 for 2 out of the chute with her takedown attempts. We'll see what she can do with this one now. Side control, trying to control the head of Juliana Pena.
Pena failed to adjust there. Let's see if Shevchenko adjusts her control from side control so that Pena doesn't get up so easy this time. She's gonna bring the right arm over so she can elbow. Pena immediately creating space, but she eats some heavy hammer fists from Valentina.
Shevchenko has been mixing the martial art disciplines really for 15 years. International Master of Sport in Muay Thai, Master of Sport in boxing.
So far, Shevchenko being smart. Short shots, not posturing up too much. Doesn't want to give a whole lot of space to Pena to really open up that guard and start to attack offensively. And Pena in a really tough position. She's got to frame with her forearms and create some space here. Gonna have to open up the guard, get the feet on the hips, or even try to extend and get butterfly hooks.
Hard to remember Juliana Pena losing a minute, never mind a round in her UFC career.
We saw her in some trouble against Kat Zingano in round one. Round one was a tough round. She got thrown, beat up a little bit, but she's come back from adversity before. And it goes back to that belief in herself. When people truly believe they're the best, they don't let losing a round or getting rocked shake them.
Pena draws high marks for her work ethic and her cardio, but it does figure to be tested tonight, potentially over 5 rounds at altitude against the fighter in Shevchenko, who has been the championship distance before. 30 seconds now to go round one. Shevchenko inside the closed guard of Pena.
I believe Shevchenko's patience here has been very intelligent. Now armbar attempt here from Pena. Shevchenko's got to scoot her right elbow past the hips of Pena. Said she can't extend this. Shevchenko being smart, she's being heavy, but Pena's gonna try and belly down to finish. Gonna run out of time.
Final seconds here, round one. Shevchenko will survive.
Stretcher.
Donna Pena told her corner that she hurt her right shoulder. She urgently told them to massage her shoulders open. So that bears watching for Pena moving forward. Early round 2 here. Pena is in yellow and white. Shevchenko in the all black.
Nice job by Pena there. She dipped down for the takedown. Wasn't an excellent attempt, but came right back up and landed a right hook.
Shevchenko so strong in that lower half. To this
Pena
point,
trying to force it here. Said that in the open. People underestimate Valentina Shevchenko's capabilities in the clinch. She's strong there. She's technical. She's better than people realize. Her training camps are very disciplined. It is just about her. There's no other fighters that are training there. All the coaching is for Shevchenko, specifically for her opponents.
later tonight, a complete recap of all the action in Denver on the post-fight show. It's tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, over on FS2, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go. 4 minutes here to go, round 2. Back to the clinch here, where much of this fight has been contested. One underhook now for Pena. Continues to go back to the knees, to the body.
Well, and what we haven't seen yet is Shevchenko's kickboxing skills in space. Pena's not allowing for it. She's choosing now to try and execute some strikes here, but she's got to be careful. She's limited. She can't throw those knees to the body, or else she's going to get swept again. She's limited with elbows now and uppercuts.
Herb Dean watching the action closely. Pena staying busy enough. Nice knee there.
And because she had a very high underhook with her left arm, she was able to land that and not be afraid of that same sweep. Nice adjustment there from Pena. Shevchenko's got to dig that left underhook high. She's got to get her back off the fence.
Shevchenko just keeps such a good base. Despite having a body lock, Pena unable to get her down. That knee, though, lands flush.
A good timing. Caught her as she was marching backwards towards the fence. Now going to drop down, look for a double leg. Tough. Her head is lower than her hips, which is a bad sign. She's going to try and muscle it. She gets it. But Shevchenko, effective use of that right whizzer, gets right back to her feet.
Under 3 minutes to go here, round 2, and this is certainly a recipe to at least partially neutralize the distance striking and the Muay Thai game of Valentina Shevchenko.
Absolutely. And what Pena's doing is she's keeping Shevchenko's back on the fence, which historically judges will award the round to the other fighter. You are considered in a position of disadvantage if your back is on the fence like this.
Few bantamweights in the world as physically strong as Pena and Shevchenko. Once again, Pena, high amplitude takedown.
She gets it. She's used a lot of energy this round. We'll see if it costs her, but now she's on top. We saw her ground game and the skills almost executing an armbar right at the end of round 1.
And Pena's chief corner seemed very dismissive of the altitude talk. I think he knows what type of fighter he has and what she can do with her output at altitude or otherwise. You see the takedowns thus far. Shevchenko 2 of 3. Pena 1 for 6, but remaining committed.
Now, Pena's the type of fighter who's so intense, so game that she will push through exhaustion. Toughness not a factor for her. She tries to land another elbow. Shevchenko climbing her guard higher, helping her control the posture. Maybe we'll see her try to rotate those hips, look for an armbar or a triangle attempt here. Any type of submission attempt will maybe create some space so she can get back up to her feet.
Dana White Looking for a Fight is back. New episode available now, free on YouTube. Don't miss it as Dana, Matt, Sarah, and Dean Thomas head to the great state of Maine. It's Dana White Looking for a Fight, Season 2's first episode, available now on YouTube. Less than a minute now to go, round 2. Strong second round for Juliana Pena. Trying to create some distance here to strike. Shevchenko preventing that.
Shevchenko's done a good job defensively. Has not really attempted to get up at all. Looks like she is conceding the round to Pena as she attempts an armbar here. She's got enough time to finish it. This is tight. Pena's going to try and walk her feet over the other side.
Oh, she got Valentina Shevchenko by submission. An underrated submission game. Shevchenko getting it done tonight. And in all likelihood will be next for the champion, Amanda Nunes. Valentina Shevchenko shines on Fox again. And you are speechless.
Speechless. Nobody picked Shevchenko to win the fight that way. She continues to surprise everybody. Fantastic performance.
The move of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS. Switch to Metro PCS and get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30, period.
You go in there with preconceived thoughts on your opponent. You get caught sleeping. Armbar attempt here. Pena used to be flexible here and walking her feet around the head to escape. Can't get out because of excellent wrist control from Shevchenko. Rotates the hips. Knows she's not going to be able to extend her here. So then she goes belly down, gets her stomach down where you get a lot more leverage. But because she's controlling the wrist, Pena can't rotate out. And look at that tension. Huge statement win for Valentina Shevchenko, who knew a win here would get her another shot at the champion. That is gorgeous technique from someone who's supposed to be just a great kickboxer.
And how about the reaction from the current champion, Amanda Nunes? In all likelihood, she will be sharing that octagon with Valentina Shevchenko, cold-blooded in victory tonight. What do you think will be the best move of the night? Perhaps that was it. Tweet, let us know.